Who authored Piers Plowman? Piers Plowman किसकी तहरीर है? करेक्ट ऑप्शन है बी विलियम लैंगलैंड। Piers Plowman is a narrative poem by William Langland. It is considered by many critics to be one of the greatest works of English literature of the Middle Ages. Piers Plowman contains the first known reference to a literary tradition of Robin Hood tales. Question number 2. Dash belongs to a relatively small group of creative geniuses whose greatest works were written after he turned 50. करेक्ट ऑप्शन है सी जॉन मिल्टन। जॉन मिल्टन ने अपने मास्टरपीस जैसे पैराडाइज लॉस्ट वगैरह तब तहरीर किए जब वो 50 की एज को पहुंच चुका था, जबकि बाकी एस.टी. कोलरिज, कीट्स, स्पेंसर ने अपने मास्टरपीस तभी तख्लीक कर लिए थे जब अभी वो अवाइल उम्री में थे। जॉन कीट्स तो 25 साल की उम्र में इस जहाने फानी से कूच कर गया। Question number 3. What characterizes a metaphysical conceit, a strategy characteristics of John Donne's poetry? Correct option है C. The linking of images from very different ranges of experience. Metaphysical poetry and John Donne. John Donne is considered the pioneer of metaphysical poetry. He uses metaphysical conceits to explore the relationship between lovers. For example, he compares the souls of a couple to the points on an architect's compass. Question number 4. What is the title to Milton's blank verse epic that is written in and critiques the epic tradition? Correct option has C. Paradise Lost. Question number 5. What poets collaborated on the lyrical ballads of 1798? Correct option has C. William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Lyrical Ballads is a collection of poems by S.T. Coleridge and William Wordsworth. It was first published in 1798, the appearance of which is often designated by scholars as a signal of the beginning of English Romanticism. लिरिकल बैलेड्स विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ और एस.टी. कोलरिज की नज़मों पर मुश्तमिल एक किताब है जिसने इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में रोमानवी तहरीक रोमांटिसिज्म की बुनियाद रखी। Question number 6. Which poet asserted in practice and theory the value of representing rustic life and language as well as social outcasts not only in pastoral poetry common before this poet time but also as the major subject and medium for poetry in general? Correct option है B. विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ। विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ की पोइट्री की अहम तरीन खसूसियत फितरत थी। वर्ड्सवर्थ ने ही रोमानवी तहरीक की बुनियाद रखी। इसकी पोइट्री के किरदार आम लोग थे। इसने एक नई तरह की पोइट्री का आगाज किया। Question number 7. Published together in 1605, Shakespeare's sonnets in number are the only direct expression of the poet's own feelings that we possess, for his plays are the most impersonal in all literature. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन है इसमें सी 154 सोनेट्स हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 8. सिल्विया प्लैथ was the wife of. करेक्ट ऑप्शन है टेड ह्यूज। सिल्विया प्लैथ एंड टेड ह्यूज बहुत खूबसूरत कपल था और दोनों ने ही इंग्लिश पोइट्री में अपना नाम कमाया। क्वेश्चन नंबर 9. In the rhyme of Ancient Mariner, two figures on the ship cast dice for the ancient manor and the ship dash wins the mariner. Correct option है C. Life in Death. इस पोएम में life in death represent the sufferings in life. Question number 10. Coleridge, under subtle states of feeling, including depression and irrational sense of guilt, found an outlet in fantasy supremely in dash. Correct option है B. The Rhyme of Ancient Mariner and Kublai Khan. Question number 11. Where youth grows spake and sceptre thin and dies, who is Keats in his ode to Nightingale referring to? Correct option है D. Fanny Brown. Fanny Brown is best known as the fiancée to English romantic poet John Keats. They became engaged in 1819, but Keats soon discovered TB and died at the age of 25. Question number 12. Keats was of the opinion that some certainties were best left open to imagination and that the element of doubt and ambiguity added dash and specially to a concept. Correct option is C. Romanticism. Question number 13. Wyatt and Surrey in the 16th century imported the dash into the English language. Correct option had D. Petrarchan sonnet. The Petrarchan sonnet is named after the Italian poet Francesco Petrarch, a lyrical poet of 14th century Italy. It contains 14 lines of poetry. The lines are divided into an 8-line subsection followed by a 6-line subsection. Question number 14. Adrienne Rich's Aunt Jennifer's Tigers contrasts the creative needlework produced by Aunt Jennifer with dash. Correct option है C. Men Beneath the Tree. Adrienne Rich's की पोएम है जिसमें वो कंट्रास्ट करती है Aunt Jennifer को with the men beneath the tree. Question number 15. Alexander Pope's dash recasts petty high society scandal as mythological battle for the virtue of an innocent. Correct option had D. The Rape of the Lock. The Rape of the Lock अलेक्जेंडर पोप की पोएम है जो इसने एक मामूली से वाकया से मुतासर होकर लिखी थी। मिस एराबेला फर्मर और लॉर्ड पीटर के खानदान में इस बात पर दुश्मनी पैदा हो गई कि लॉर्ड पीटर ने मिस फर्मोस के बालों की एक लिट काट ली थी। इस पर अलेक्जेंडर पोप्स ने अपनी फेमस पोएम द रेप ऑफ द लॉक तहरीर की। क्वेश्चन नंबर 16. Dash was an exile at Eton, a revolutionary thinker and intellectual for whom to think was normally to do. Correct option है B. P.B. Shelley. Question number 17. The energy, vision and music of the most exciting English lyric poets Shelley are exemplified in dash an elegy for John Keats. Correct option है Adonis. Question number 18. Fries classifies utterance into dash. A. Single minimum free utterance. B. Single free utterance not minimum. C. All of these. Correct option है all of these. Question number 19. A word, set of words followed by a pause and revealing an intelligible purpose is dash. Correct option है D. Sentence. Question number 20. The table dash denotes a form, a group of words with a subject and predicate. Correct option है D. Clause. Question number 21. Lexical unit in which two or more lexical morphemes are juxtaposed are called. Correct option है compound. Question number 22. Themselves, myself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves are dash. Correct option है reflexive pronouns. इंग्लिश में वो वर्ड्स जिनके एंड पे सेल्फ या सेल्व्स आए वो रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउंस कहलाते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 23. Dash was introduced at the beginning of the century Ferdinand de Saussure as a deliberate reaction to the historically oriented linguistics of the 19th century. Correct option है B. Structuralism. Question number 24. Dash are consonants for which the flow of air is stopped or restricted by the two lips. Correct option है bilabial. Question number 25. On linguistic map, a line indicating the degree of linguistic change is called. Correct option है isogloss. Question number 26. A contract language, a mixture of elements from different natural languages, is called. Correct option है D. Pidgin. The smallest parts of expression associated with some meaning are called. Correct option है A. Stems. Linguistics, which investigates how the people speak and use language in a given speech community at a given time, is called. Correct option है synchronic linguistic. The study of hearing and the perception of speech sounds is called. Correct option है auditory phonetics. Consonant that is produced with a strict is called. Correct option है plosives or stops. According to Bloomfield, the organization of sound into patterns is called. Correct option है phonetics. Phonemes, phone, allophone are the concepts of. Correct option है phonology. When a pidgin becomes a lingua franca, it is called a. Correct option है Creole. Clearier was influential in defining radical dash. Correct option है structuralism. A form of teaching writing in which learners are given step-by-step instructions is called. Correct option है guided writing. Another name for grammar translation method is dash. Correct option है classical method. Question number 39. The set of all possible grammatical sentences in the language is called. A. Language, B. Lee language, C. Parole, D. All of these. Correct option है all of these. The oral method is not a complete method itself. Dash. Correct option है D. Necessary part, phrase of the complete method. Question number 41. Dash was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1948 for his outstanding pioneer contribution to present-day poetry. Correct option है T.S. Eliot. Bacon's devotedness to Dash was responsible for his rapid rise in the British court, which won him knighthood. Correct option है D. James I. In a defense of poesy, what did Sidney attribute to poetry? Correct answer A है a realistic power that cannot be made to seem like more illusion and trickery. Question number 48. Linda in Ibsen's A Doll's House provides a subplot by her relations with Krogstad, and she serves a foil and model to Dash, who recognizes through her that a woman is entitled to her own judgment and independent thought. Correct option है C. Noora. Question number 49. G. B. Shaw was influenced by Dash, as the dramatist plays exactly titled Every Middle and Professional Class Suburb in Europe. Correct option है C. Ibsen. Question number 50. Contemporary drama saw Brett create Dash. Correct option है Theatre of Absurd. 51. Paradise Lost was written to be a justification of Dash, resting on the theological system as definite at almost as carefully articulated in the De Doctrine Christiana as Dante had accepted from the Summa of Aquinas. Correct option है The Ways of God to Man. What does the Keats refer to urn to? Correct option है A. An unravished bride of quietness. 53. George Eliot put a good deal of her divided feelings about Dash into the story of Maggie and Tom. Correct option है B. Leaf-ringed legends haunts. Number 19th century successor in the novel theatre approaches the dash. Jane Austen developed by formal discipline and concentration of theme. Correct option है A. Economy of words and action. 55. The Fairy Queen, an epic poem and fantastical celebrating the Tudor dynasty and Elizabeth is correct option है allegory. Tawfiq Rafa's concern with the dash is one expression of conflict between tradition and modernism which has been feature of all ex-colonies. Correct option है parallelism. 57. Sophocles uses the chorus, a group of dash Thebans, to comment on the play's action and to foreshadow future events. Correct option has C. 15. 58. Eugene O'Neill argues that there can be tragedy of the common man. Correct answer has C. False. It was Thornton Wilder. The three primary characteristics of theatre of absurd are dash. Correct option है A. Plot structure, prose language, and characters who are often noble or royal. 60. The literature of dash saw the steady emergence of novel which provided real literature for children either for their instruction or entertainment. Thus, the child become either the central subject or object of many writings. Correct option है romantic age. 61. Dash, the wife of Bath's fame, derives from the character's deft characterization of her as a brassy woman. Correct option है Alice. Question number 62. Between 1349 to 1350, England lost nearly half of the population to dash. Correct option है D. Black Death. Keats wrote his six great odes dash. Correct option है between 1816 to 1819. Byron sealed his European reputation as a rebel by his death while supporting the dash against the Turks. Correct option है the Greek revolt. Philosophically, Shelley was a follower of dash, holding the world of appearance is less real than the world of underlying forms and ideas. Correct option है Plato. 66. George Orwell continues the great ironic tradition of dash and others. Correct option है Daniel Defoe. The sonnet on dash records a moment of visions in which Wordsworth for once is able to achieve satisfactory ordering of the complexities of the city. Correct option has C. I travelled among unknown men. According to Dash, the novels of the 1840s do not reflect the respective society but they try to define it, and in their attempt at defining the society they also participate in the common social process. Correct option है T.S. Eliot. 69. Post-colonial literature addresses dash. Correct option है the new cultural identity of the colonies. 70. Which literary form developed in the 15th century personified vices and virtues? Correct option है B. Morality play. A word that sounds like another word but means something quite different is known as dash. Correct option है C. Pun. 72. Which of the following is not a technique of comedy? Correct option है A. Plot complications. 73. Following dash model of pretending to defend the October Revolution, Orwell protests at the corruption of communism's ideas in the Soviet Union by Stalin. Correct option है A. Bolsheviks. What poem of Frost does the line dash good fences make good neighbors remind you of? Correct option है Mending Walls. 75. Dash represented the feelings of an age anxious about the miserable conditions of its children and inspired others to make a similar protest. Correct option है Oliver Twist, Charles Dickens. It is a sort of poetical chronicle. At the end, one has the feeling that poetry and daily life have got parted and will never come together again. Which work of Ahmad Ali is Forster referring to? Correct answer है D. Twilight in Delhi. The conflict of life with the forces of experience places Dickens and he to the dash. Correct option है B. New classical poets. After graduating in 1931, Ahmad Ali earned his living as a dash. Correct option है lecturer. 79. The novel as a vehicle for psychological analysis rather than the recounting of events became the major literary form in mid-century. Correct option है 18th century. Choose the correct pair of words that best fits the meaning of the following sentences as a whole. Except for eggs, which rarely go dash in price, the cost of groceries is going dash if sight. Correct option है जी B, down, out. Except for eggs, which rarely go down in price, the cost of groceries is going out if sight. 81. The misunderstanding dash the two parties was dash a scheduling conflict. Correct option है B, between and over. The misunderstanding between the two parties was over a scheduling conflict. 82. Fancy the happiness dash Pinocchio dash finding himself free. Correct answer है जी B, of and while. Fancy the happiness of Pinocchio while finding himself free. 83. Paradoxically, the more dash the details Noor chooses, the more able is she to depict her pictures to landscapes. Correct option है A, fanciful. 84. Time flies. Correct option है like an arrow. In the landscape so calm and beautiful, it was hard to believe that anything dash could occur. Correct option है A, untoward. Untoward का meaning होता है unexpected. You need to consider the dash before you make a decision. Correct option है pros and cons. 87. The dash of the minister's statement cannot be verified by people who have no access to official reports. Correct option है D, veracity. Veracity कहते हैं conformity को, confirmation को, मुताबिकत को. 88. The dash sounded lame to her and she did not want to give in. Correct option है C, excuses. Lame excuses होते हैं. Which of these sentences does not contain an adverb? Correct option है B, Sarah walked to the shops. Choose the correct sentence. You will be shocked when I tell you who called me last night. Choose the correct antonyms of the followings. मुतजाद बताइए. Patrician. Patrician के मानी होते हैं aristocrat, अशराफिया, noble. इसका अपोजिट है कॉमन, अनरिफाइंड, लोअर क्लास. एक्यूमेन. एक्यूमेन कहते हैं जीरक को, चालाक को, दाना को, और इसके अपोजिट हैं इग्नोरेंस, इनएप्टनेस, स्टुपिडिटी. प्रूडेंट. प्रूडेंट कहते हैं मोहतात को, केयरफुल को, और इसका अपोजिट है एक्स्ट्राविगेंट. ग्रोटेस्क. हैरत अंगेज तौर पर भद्दा और बुरा दिखाई देने वाला, ग्रोटेस्क, और इसका अपोजिट है ग्रेसफुल. ज़ेनिथ. ज़ेनिथ कहते हैं किसी चीज का अपनी बुलंदी पर होना, अपनी बेहतरीन हालत में होना, और इसका अपोजिट है नेडियर, जिसका मीनिंग है किसी चीज का अपनी अबतर हालत में होना, बुरी तरीन हालत में होना, लोएस्ट फॉर्म में. Choose the correct synonyms of the followings. अब synonym स्टार्ट हो गए हैं. पिक, इसका मतलब है इरिटेशन की फीलिंग्स जो आपके अंदर उस वक्त आती हैं जब आप किसी में बहुत ज्यादा प्राइड या एरोगेंस देखते हैं। तो इसका सिनोनिम है अराउज। 97, सरकमवेंट। सरकमवेंट होता है टाल देना। करेक्ट आंसर है सी, अवॉइड। 98, पैराडॉक्सिकल। पैराडॉक्सिकल कहते हैं मुतजाद, कंट्राडिक्टरी। करेक्ट आंसर है बी। क्लोज शेव। क्लोज शेव का मतलब है बालों को बहुत बारीक काटना। ए, हेयर्स ब्रेड्थ। बी, बाय द स्किन ऑफ वंस टीथ। सी, नैरो एस्केप। डी, ऑल ऑफ दीज। तो इसमें करेक्ट आंसर जो है वो है ऑल ऑफ दीज। ये सब इसके मीनिंग्स हैं। और एंड पे क्वेश्चन नंबर 100, स्पोकन। तो इसका करेक्ट सिनोनिम है ओरल और इसका अपोजिट होता है रिटन।